Hey everyone, Fallout here, and today we're talking about a ton of awesome new information regarding Armor 2.0 in Destiny 2. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, Bungie streamed a preview today about how exactly customizing your Guardian's gear will work with the new Armor 2.0 system set to drop this October in Shadowkeep. There's a lot of ground to cover here, so I'll cover everything that was touched on as best I can. First off, the non-armor related changes. These aren't as important, but are probably worth mentioning. As you can tell by the Bungie footage here, the Glimmer cap is officially being raised to 250,000, and in your menu, your Sparrow will now appear behind you and your Ghost will hover up over your shoulder like a weird little space parrot. Not exactly game-changing, but good to know. Next change. Some of you already might know this, but Bungie is officially bringing back Intellect, Discipline, and Strength stats, which were the original 3 character stats back in Destiny 1. Having a high Intellect will make your super recharge faster, having a high Discipline will make your grenade recharge faster, and having a high Strength will make your melee recharge faster. These new stats aren't replacing the current stats of mobility, resilience, and recovery, by the way. They're being added to that list, meaning your Guardian now has 6 important character stats that you need to keep track of. Each armor displays these stats, and they'll also be displayed on your character's screen if you hover over them. The breakdown of each of these stats on your armor is a numeric range going from 0 to 100, and every 10 points is 1 tier in that stat. Not only that, but with every tier you hit, you have the exact cooldown time listed right there on your armor. Thank Jeebus. Moving on to the extremely meaty changes. Armor is pretty much now becoming a blank canvas for you to play around with. Every piece of legendary armor comes with 3 open slots, which you can use to plug in any armor mod you want, as long as they fall under your armor's energy allotment. What the hell am I talking about? Well, you'll notice that each armor mod comes with a tiny number in the top right corner. If you officially equip that mod onto your piece of armor, it will cost you that much energy. As you can see, each piece of armor can hold a certain amount of mod energy. As long as you don't go over that number, you can equip whatever you want. On the Bungie stream, the first armor we saw started out at energy level 5, but we saw that you are able to upgrade your armor all the way up to level 10, as long as you spend the required components. So for example, you upgrade a piece of armor to energy level 10, and now you can put, let's say, 1 armor mod in at level 4 and 2 armor mods in at level 3, because altogether that fills up exactly 10 energy. The limit per armor piece is 3 mod slots though, so even though you have a budget of 10 energy per armor, you couldn't equip, let's say, 10 armor mods at level 1 energy each, and you can't equip 5 armor mods at 2 energy each. You got 3 slots available, and you have up to 10 energy to spend on each piece of armor. It was also mentioned that fully upgrading your armor to a level 10 energy capacity is going to add an extra +2 to all of your 6 character stats that I mentioned before. I should also point out that the cost needed to upgrade your armor to level 10 energy is going to cost the following components: Glimmer, no shock there, and legendary shards for the most part. And the third component will be enhancement cores at the lower level, enhancement prisms at about the mid-level, and ascendant shards once you reach the highest level. I believe Bungie also mentioned that they want to give players a lot of new ways to acquire these upgrade materials, so hopefully we don't have to worry about that too much. Now, that's all incredibly huge, and I'm already jittery thinking about building all the armor loadouts I want to create, but it doesn't end there. You can now have 2 mods equipped on the same armor that do very similar things. For example, you can have 1 armor piece that grants you both unflinching hand cannon aim and unflinching sniper rifle aim. You can also have 1 piece of armor that gives you both enhanced reload speed for your power weapon and enhanced reload speed for, say, your hand cannon. Again, a lot of combos are now doable. You just need to be within the means of your armor's energy capacity. Bungie confirmed, though, that you can't double up on mods that do exactly the same thing. So, for example, you can't put on 3 armor mods that all grant you shotgun ammo finder. The good news is though that the armor system will tell you directly which mods you can't stack with one another, so you don't end up wasting your slots or your time. Although we didn't get to see every new armor perk available because Bungie clearly does want some things to be new and surprising, we did see minor resist, aka take less damage from low level PvE enemies, and major resist, aka take less damage from big boy, yellow bar, non-boss PvE enemies. Something else that's pretty huge about armor mod customization, equipping an armor mod onto any piece of armor you want does not delete or erase that armor mod. Hold on to your butts, you now have unlimited use of each and any armor mod that you unlock, meaning if you get an enhanced hand cannon targeting mod, you don't have to be stingy with deciding where to use it. You've got unlimited use of that bad boy across any armor piece that can potentially wield that mod. So naturally, because we won't be starting in October with every armor mod unlocked, the question becomes, well, how do we unlock these armor mods? According to Bungie, mods will drop from 3 different sources. 1, the gunsmith at the tower, where you can either buy them from his rotating inventory or acquire them randomly through gunsmith engrams. 2, you can get them out in the wild from world engrams, which again drop randomly. And source number 3, which will be the way to farm some of the higher tier armor mods, aka almost anything with the word enhanced attached to it, will come from engrams from pinnacle sources, aka Iron Banner, the Raid, etc. What's going to happen to the old armor mods, you might be wondering? According to Bungie, they're not going to be removing or dismantling them from your character or from your vault. They'll still be around if you want to use them for whatever reason. They did say that eventually almost all players will probably want to switch over to Armor 2.0, but you can keep your old modded armor if you like. Furthermore, because they want players to both have good perks on their armor and have armor that looks good, Armor 2.0 will allow you to equip universal ornaments. So for example, even if you're wearing a Solstice armor piece, you can equip it with a different looking armor skin from a different set for copious creative cosmetic customizability. Also, regarding exotic armor, once October 1st hits and Shadowkeep is in full swing, all exotic armor that you find out in the wild will be dropping with full 2.0 compatibility. And on top of that, any exotic armor that you pull directly from your collections on October 1st will also be 2.0 compatible. Aside from exotic armor, if you managed to unlock the legendary Solstice armor set on any character, here is how you claim your very first free Armor 2.0 set on October 1st. It's as easy as go to the tower, talk to Banshee the Gunsmith, and claim your free armor package. Bada bing, bada boom. So if you haven't done so yet, keep on grinding for at least one legendary Solstice armor set. I know you'd rather watch paint dry, but the end result might be worth it. Although if I'm being completely honest, you probably won't have to go too far into Shadowkeep before acquiring a full Armor 2.0 set. Starting in October, all legendary armors will drop as Armor 2.0. Finally, I'm just going to sprinkle in a few extra details that popped up randomly in the Bungie stream. It was mentioned that artifacts, another mechanic from Destiny 1, is coming back to the Armor 2.0 system, but that information is going to be revealed at another date. Bottom Tree Night Stalker is getting a buff with perks that lead to enhancing the recharge rate of your Wombo combo in tandem with one another, aka the Smoke Bomb and Grenade ability. Weapons of Light is coming back to the Titan Bubble, Rutro. Ammo packs on the ground that were generated by armor perks will glow, and that's it. That's all I got. Wow, a lot of info right there. Kind of a lot to take in. My gut reaction is that I really like these changes to the armor system. As I'm sure most of you know, I'm a min-maxer at heart, and now I'll finally be able to clean out a ton of room in my vault because I'll no longer need to stash dozens and dozens of armor pieces, each with random rolls. The new armor system allows me to take just any piece of armor I have and instantly customize a set to my exact specifications, even down to how it looks. Unreal. Now, I have spoken to some friends who bring up a good point. They're worried that giving us too much customization options and too many mod options, it may reduce, quote, the chase, aka why do we need to play the game and hunt down gear if our gear can already do everything? I understand that viewpoint to a degree. As far as we know, random rolls on weapons aren't going anywhere, and also, yeah, I just really hate grinding for good armor rolls. I would much rather have this system in place, tweak my armor to exactly how I want it, and then just go play the game and actually have fun. Certain activities in Destiny, cough cough, the Reckoning, was like pouring a gigantic bucket of ice water all over my boner for gear chasing. I get that having a little bit of a grind can be fun, but the slot machine method of acquiring usable armor in D2 up to this point, by my standards, has been pretty damn awful. In short, too late, I'm opening my arms wide for these Armor 2.0 changes and really can't wait to start making trolly, fun PvP loadouts in October. Even though I'm sure some people are worried about backtracking with the addition of discipline, intellect, and strength, I really like that we're bringing back the old system, and I like even more that they're going to show you on your character screen the exact cooldown time for each ability.
But Fallout, that means that people like you will be less needed to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, to a degree. But the hell if I care, just means I can finally focus my efforts on other things in the game. I would much rather have the player base and community be actually informed on the types of armor they have on, rather than playing the guessing game. Regarding artifacts, I'm still sort of worried a little bit that this could all go horribly wrong. I mean, I'd like to think that Bungie learned their lesson back at the end of D1 when they introduced some pretty bad artifacts like the Memory of Scory, which the community did not receive well. I guess we'll have to wait and hear more about artifacts, but yeah, just hoping that we don't have any options on the table that are too devastating to how we play the game. Other than that, it's all gravy to me. I'm already wondering what other new armor mods we might have available. But enough from me. What do you all think? Are you hyped about the new Armor 2.0 system? Are you unsure? Hit me with all your thoughts down low in the comment section. If we get any more information between now and October, you know I'll be sure to post it here, so be sure to click on the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell if you're a baller to be alerted about new content. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.